This is Maureen Legac with your 21 Days 2016 series and your tech tidbit for day number 6. We're going to continue to talk about our KW websites powered by Placester, and today we're going to discuss area pages. Okay, we're going to go back to our websites, roll over Technology, KW Websites, and then once on this page, click Go to My Website. And then here we're going to click Edit Website, Edit Site, and then on the top we're going to see Site Settings, Pages, Blog Posts, Agents, Testimonials, and Areas. And we're going to click on Areas. And then click the plus sign to create an area. Now, an area can be a county, a region, a locality, which is a city, a postal code, or a neighborhood. If you click over one of these, like I clicked on neighborhood, it will come up with what populates those areas, in this case neighborhoods below, what neighborhoods show up as part of your MLS. So I'm going to click the down arrow and see if I can get those neighborhoods. So here are all the neighborhoods. Now the one thing to be cautious with on neighborhoods, some neighborhoods will have many sections within that neighborhood. And so with the area pages you can only pick one, so you're only picking one of the sections. So let's see here if I can find Andover Lakes, Phase 1A, 1B, 1C. So if you're in this area and you want to select it, you can only select one. You're not going to get everything that's in Andover Lakes. There is an add-on for Placester that includes IDX pages where you can select everything, but that has an additional monthly fee, and so you want to wait to make sure that's something you want to purchase. But for area pages you can only select one, so rather than do that you might want to select the zip code or your postal code, and the postal code would then you could find everything within that postal code, which may be too much for your area, but then we're going to use the page to define it. So let me go down here to a zip code 34208, which is Bradenton, and there are different neighborhoods within Bradenton. I'm going to click to feature this, and I'm going to title my page Bradenton, Florida. This is my area. And again, the area is by postal code. I could also take locality, which is the city, and use the city of Bradenton if I'm going for Bradenton area. Next thing you can do is upload some slideshow photos to go across this area page. So I'm going to click upload photo, and this is for a slideshow, so I want longer photos. So I'm going to select this one. Now I have them numbered 1 through 7 just for the use here. Remember, you want to tag all your photos. You want to rename them with your keyword separated by a dash. But I'm going to, for this case here, I'm just going to upload some slideshow photos. And they're going to be part of the slideshow. I'm going to do a little bit of this so you can see what it looks like when it's done. And upload another long photo here. Okay. And then the next thing you do is start adding your page content. So your page is divided. You can have a headline and then 2 sub-headlines. So let's say we'll call the headline Everything Bradenton, and we're going to discuss everything about Bradenton here. Maybe local features, local attractions, events that are coming up, restaurants, anything that you want to put in Everything Bradenton. You can put a link in there, but what you don't want to do is link off of your site to someone else's website. You can link to other pages on your website, but don't link to where other agents can be found, builders will be found. You don't want to take the client somewhere else. The other thing you can upload is a photograph. So you click to upload a photograph and either drag it over or upload it from your site on here. You can also insert a video from YouTube. You can either use a link from YouTube or Vimeo, or you can use embed code. Okay, so once you get some stuff typed in here, then what you want to do is upload a full width image, and that also could be about the stuff that you mentioned in your body copy for Everything Bradenton, an image to describe that. So let's add, we've already added this image, but it's full width, so let me just add it again. And then what we're going to do is put a subheader. And the subheader here might be Bradenton Schools. And then you're going to discuss everything about Bradenton Schools, school schedules, locations, events, sports coming up. And then you might want to put 2 other images. And you can put images of a scoreboard, you know, whatever you like. I don't have those kind of images right here for training. So I'm just going to upload 2 half-width images so you can see what they would look like on the website once it's done. Okay, and then the third subheader, let's say this might be about dining in Bradenton, and maybe you're going to talk about different restaurants here, and you'll put restaurant information, maybe discounts the restaurants offer for using this code, and then here you'll put a little excerpt about Bradenton, some little small part that shows up on the featured properties, featured areas page, because here you said it was featured. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to add a featured area image, and that size to be the same as the other images, and then I'm going to save that page, and it's going to add that to my areas. Then I have to go to my pages, and I have to look for the communities page that I have, and I'm going to click on edit the communities page, and I am going, now you wouldn't have this many communities, this is just for training. I've set this stuff up, so don't copy anything I have here, but I'm going to click Bradenton to add that to the communities page and save it. And then I'm going to go back to my website, and now I'm going to see what that looks like. So I'm going to view the preview. I'm going to find my communities page right here. I'm going to click on communities. I'm going to find Bradenton, Florida. Here's the little text that I put in the featured excerpt. And when I click on read more, it's going to show me what I set up. So it will have Bradenton, Florida. At the top, it's going to have a slideshow of various slides that I added about Bradenton. It's going to have my first main section, everything Bradenton, with some words that I typed in and an image for whatever I typed about. Bradenton Schools. Now look, I didn't size these images properly, so they're 2 different sizes, even though you said they're 2 half width images. So make sure you size your images properly or this will happen. So that was my second header. My third header was dining in Bradenton, and all the information about that would come under it. And then properties come up for 34208. It's not all of Bradenton, just 34208 will show up here. And the reason we have only 34208 showing up is because when we created that area page, we selected, let me go back to that area page, we selected the type of area was a postal code, and it was for 34208. If we decided to have that as a locality and pick Bradenton as the locality and saved it, then what shows up on that page, I'm going to refresh the page, is everything that isn't considered Bradenton, which is all the different various zip codes, 305, 34203, all of the different areas come up there. All right. Now let's go back here one more time to the areas. We have a bunch of areas that we've created. I have 56 here for my training and testing. If I go back to my communities page, which I believe, let's see if I can find it here, communities page, I can create a page. This is called an area index, and in order for those areas to show up on your website, you have to create a page called an area index. So I can create an area index, and the title's communities, and it has all the communities. Or, let's go back to pages, I can create an area index, and this area index would be, let's say, Manatee County. Let's say that would be an area index. Oops, that's an agent index. Area index. Let's say Manatee County. Then I could come down and I could just pick my areas that are in Manatee County, and I don't have to pick the others. And then those would show up on my Manatee County area index. Or I can pick a smaller community. Let's say I pick within Manatee County, Lakewood, Ranch is my community. Then I can come and I can select only those properties that will show up in Lakewood Ranch. And then that would create that community page. The Lake Club, Country Club East. Let's see, that's not there. So let's say those are the areas for Lakewood Ranch. And then I can type Lakewood Ranch stuff in here. And I have a new page for Lakewood Ranch. And when I save that page, go back to, it's added to my menu at the end. I've got to go back and put it where I want it to be under communities. But now I have a Lakewood Ranch communities page, which when I click that, Lakewood Ranch only has those neighborhoods that are within Lakewood Ranch. All right, so the process is you would create an area page for each of the areas you want. Then you create a community page based on the community that you want. So let's say an area, you select all areas in Bradenton, create a Bradenton page, and check off all of those areas. All right, so I hope that makes sense to you. You can replay this video and try it out yourself. And good luck. We'll see you tomorrow. We're going to continue the KW website Placester discussion tomorrow. Thank you.